What's up you guys, it's Katie, welcome back to the Spotlight. If you've been here for a hot minute, you already know I am incredibly indecisive and have never been able to pick an aesthetic to save my life, which is why today I am finally getting around to filming the trendy sort of video of dressing like all of my aesthetics, dressing like all of my personality traits. You know the sort of one I mean. The first person I saw do this was Lynn, and I've seen a bunch since then. All of them are so entertaining because, I don't know, it's just fun to see people pretty much playing dress ups with their own wardrobe. Before we jump into my 10 looks, I want to give a huge thank you to today's video sponsor, which is ShopTagger. I'm always so excited to work with them because it's something that I use on the regular and have done for years. If you aren't already familiar with them, ShopTagger is a completely free service. All you do is download the cute little button to your web browser, and from then on, whenever you're online shopping and see a piece that you like, you can add it to your dedicated list. That way they can notify you whenever it goes on sale, comes back in stock, or if it's starting to run low as well. I don't know if I'm alone in this, but personally I still do most of my shopping on a laptop, but if you prefer mobile, they do have an app and they can send you push notifications over there too. I applaud them for how much money they have saved me over the last few years, not only through their sale notifications, but also through their newer feature where they scan the entire internet for the best available discount codes. Whenever you're on a checkout page, you just click that button, bam, they get you the best deal. As a total scatterbrain who pretty much falls in love with everything instantly, online shopping can be kind of dangerous. So my recommendation is to never purchase anything instantly. Always add it to your list first, just let it sit and marinate. A, you might get a better deal on it, but B, you'll really kind of see if it's something you still want or need after a few weeks' time. If you're also part of the incredibly indecisive club, then I would totally recommend making separate lists for each aesthetic you're interested in. That way you're pretty much creating these distinct little mood boards for each shopping list, and you can kind of see which you're adding the most to, which might be a sign of what aesthetic you're really leaning towards. And another thing to look out for is if there's a particular item that's actually popping up in multiple lists. That way you know that that is pretty much going to be a wardrobe basic for you because you're going to be able to use it in so many different styles. So if you guys are interested in downloading it for yourself, check the links down below in the description box. But for now, let's get into the looks. Kicking things off with the decade I was born in, the 90s. No, I don't remember much of it, but doesn't stop me from taking a lot of inspiration from some of their biggest style icons. And I gotta say, this looks like an outfit you would see on TikTok right now. Someone is wearing this while doing Put a Finger Down, main character edition. And honestly, I am background character energy at best. However, won't let that stop me from wearing a cute outfit regardless. 10 Things I Hate About You is one of my faves, so platform flip-flops in honor of Kat, but realistically, if I was in a 90s film, I'd probably switch it out for the skirt, knee-high boots combo. If you guys like to rep the 90s aesthetic as well, then let me know which TV or film you would most want to be in. Also, unrelated side note, but does anyone else just think of the Grinch every time they see someone wearing this cardigan? Feeling the darkness in his face every time he... Okay, next up is what I'm referring to as the Pinterest princess, but this is on all forms of social media. It got to a point where it kind of just completely took over my feed, and I was slowly brainwashed into thinking that I need to dress ready for a picnic every day of my life, even though I've literally never been on one prior. No, but honestly, I love this style, and there's always super cute color combos, which I am a big fan of, especially ever since I dyed my hair pastel. I don't know, it just felt like the right fit. My aim for these sort of looks is usually just, will the fairy emoji match in the caption? And if the answer is yes, then we're good to go. On the opposite end of the spectrum, I also love a good all black outfit. In an ideal world, this would be more of a tech wear sort of inspired fit, but in the real world, I'm not really cool enough to pull that off. So this is my more low-key, toned down version. I've taken elements like the buckles, the hardware, and the texture, but it's kind of more of an inspiration from TLC No Scrubs music video. Also pretty much looks like every 80s fan in line at that concert, myself included. So what can I say? Taste. clearly had no idea what to call this one, but it is pretty much just a result of me playing dress up with no stipulation attached whatsoever. And I mean, come on. What occasion would actually require me to look like this? But in the end, I thought that in itself was actually a really good representation of some of the placements in my astrology chart. I am a Libra sun, Gemini moon, and a Pisces rising, aka I am a massive daydreamer, constantly fantasizing, romanticizing pretty much everything, just away with the fairies in my own little la la land, which, I mean, maybe that is where it's appropriate to wear this look. Despite my overwhelmingly large collection of mini skirts, I do love me a good comfy look as well, and realistically this is probably my most worn aesthetic of the bunch. And if you guys have been a regular on my channel for like the last 2 years, you may have heard me mention that this oversized shirt from Dualism is hands down my favorite piece in my collection, so I had to include it. Yes, outfit repeating, we love to see it. I'm a huge fan of Japanese streetwear designers, and when I went over there, it just completely changed my style. They do casual looks so well, and this particular piece just feels like a comforting, warm hug, so I don't think I'm ever gonna get tired of wearing it. Okay, I didn't mean to do these looks back to back, but yes, hi, hello, I love me some anime, and I really enjoy doing my anime inspired lookbooks on my channel, but this is more of a casual, everyday, incognito weeb, if you will, because yes, kind of looks like you're wearing a school uniform, but I don't know, maybe you're just into that preppy sort of style. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is, even if you aren't a fellow weeb, you can obviously still enjoy this style. It almost gives me Clueless vibes as well, especially if you switched it out for a more vibrant color palette. But gonna use the remainder of this outfit to ask 2 very important questions. 1, any anime recommendations? I've been chewing through my list so quickly these days, so I need to top her up. And 2, if you watch Haikyuu, who are your favorite characters? If you aren't already familiar, let me introduce you to a little thing called HOBICORE. J-Hope from BTS has immaculate style and has inspired so many to the point where he has a whole aesthetic named after him. I feel like this has resonated with me so well because it's kind of a best of both worlds sort of scenario. It takes a lot of inspiration from those cozy streetwear vibes I love, but rather going for the more minimal approach that typically follows, it injects this life and energy to the look by bringing in these beautiful colors and also these really fun accessories which kind of have this hint of nostalgia to them. Speaking of nostalgia, I grew up on BRATZ dolls. They literally raised a generation, and that is the reason why our wardrobes be looking like they do right now. Literally, if you took away every other aesthetic in this video and said I could only dress like a BRATZ doll for the rest of my life, I would be very content because they are the queens of serving you versatility and inclusivity as well. Spoiler alert, like a month ago now, I pre-filmed a doll-inspired lookbook, so that should be the next one you are seeing, but for now, let's just admire the fact that it literally looks like I have detachable feet in this outfit. Yes. Look, if you've made it this far, just between you and me, I think I've kind of lost my way. I don't know what category this outfit falls under. If there is a particular aesthetic, please let me know, but it is pretty much just one of my absolute go-to combinations, so I wanted to include it. It is taking something that is typically classed as a more girly item and then toughening it up with a harness and any other chunky accessories I can get my hand on. I just really love that juxtaposition, hence why I titled it Opposites Attract. Booked and busy is what this outfit screams to me. There is no time to fuss around. You've gone for the classic outfit combination of white top, jeans, and blazer, but of course, you're still a bad bitch, so you want to add your own little flavor and flair in there. Here, I decided to go with some 70s inspired accessories just because that was an element of my style I felt like we hadn't really represented yet, and always adds into that boss lady aesthetic for me, so here we are.
But that's alright. Was wondering if you wanted to go for a drive. I just need some fresh air and an old friend. I'm so glad that we started talking again.
So those were all the moods I was feeling today. Let me know which ones were your favorite and also which ones you guys are wearing at the moment as well. I could totally do a part 2 to this, but I think it could actually be really fun to do one where I try completely different aesthetics to anything that I usually try. So if you guys have any recommendations like goth, Lolita, like something more outside my comfort zone, definitely let me know. But yes, thank you for watching today's video. Hopefully I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!